Welcome back to the Weekly Word Outdoor Adventure Time. We've made a little side trip today. The Weekly Word Outdoor Adventure doesn't have the budget nor the inclination to go to the Holy Land, but we can travel right here to our mountains nearby in nearby Turtletown, to come to Fields of the Woods for our Easter special on the empty tomb. And they have a replica here of the one in the Holy Land. Some folks that have been to the one in the Holy Land was inside with me here a while back, and they said it looks exactly like this. I haven't been there. You can tell me if you have, if you think it's like it or not. But let's go inside and see what's inside the empty tomb. Well, here we are. Of course, exactly what we expected to find is here. I guess this is the place where they would have laid him. Here's exactly what, the only thing Peter and John found that morning when they got into the tomb that Easter morning was the shroud folded up neatly. So the tomb originally belonged to Joseph of Arimathea. He had made his arrangements, but when Jesus died on Calvary, he needed a place to be laid, and Joseph and Nicodemus took him and put him in Joseph's own tomb. But that's okay, Jesus only needed to borrow it for 3 days and 3 nights. And that's the central tenet of Christianity, is that Christ rose from the dead on the 3rd day. You can't be a Christian without believing that. You may be a follower of Christian ideas and rules, but you can't be a Christian without believing in the empty tomb, that Christ rose from the dead. Because a dead Jesus wouldn't be any help to you at all. He couldn't be an ever-present help in the time of trouble. But as Jesus said before he died, the disciples, of course, didn't want him to go away. But he said, it's expedient that I go away. It's better for you that I go away. Because as long as Jesus was here in a human body, he could just be one place at any time. But on the day of Pentecost, a few weeks later after the empty tomb, Jesus came back in the presence of the Holy Spirit. He could be everywhere all the time. And that's how he's an ever-present help in trouble. So remember that this Easter. Sometimes people say it ain't in the Bible, the word Easter. It was an old pagan holiday, which is true. But it is in the Bible. It's in the book of Acts. If you look it up, it was Easter, the day that Jesus rose upon. But if you want to call it Resurrection Day, that's even better. But the main thing is that we believe that Jesus lived a sinless life, he died for us, and he rose again, and the empty tomb is just a monument to that. That was God's way of telling us that Jesus did it right. He earned our salvation. Hope you're trusting in the one who rose from the dead, because he's the only one. We'll see you next week on the Weekly Word.